Okay, so now this video is going to be a quick one because you saw the way the mouse just had a quick sniff at the manufacturer's trap. And I have to hurry up because he's now in the trap and he's at the bottom and then captured, and that's it. So essentially, less than a minute has gone by and already the mouse is in the trap, and literally that's how it's been of late with this particular trap. Because if I had just relied on that manufacturer's trap, then obviously the first time it went past, it would have had a sort of sniff at it and then gone on to look for more food and not really cared about the trap itself. And this essentially shows you the difference between how the traps are designed, in that the manufacturer's one just it doesn't look in a way that the mice, think that it's, or the way that it looks is, it makes essentially the majority of mice suspicious. So it's not the sort of thing that you necessarily go near. But yet, because of the way I've designed my trap with it being open, as you can see, the mice literally doesn't care. Or the mouse, I should say, literally doesn't care about walking under it. Because what seems to be the case is that mice, they basically don't seem to have a proper understanding of things which are above them. So anything which is in the air, the mouse effectively just doesn't really know what it is. And it's only when something's on the ground that it actually will then look at it as maybe a predator of some kind, and it will be a bit more wary. But as you see, this mouse wasn't as sort of scared of the manufacturer's trap. But I think the main problem with it is that because the bait is at the back, it's like it's too much hassle for the mouse to, to be able to go in there. And you notice also that the mouse is frozen. Actually, the reason why that is because I've just gotten up, so I'm actually sort of moving to sort of go over there. And essentially, as soon as the mouse sees any kind of movement, it will just freeze and not move. And obviously the reason for that is so that it's not as easy for you to see it. But obviously once you're on top of the mouse, then, it has to move then. And right, so that's the end of this capture scene, and now we're just going to transport it. Okay, so finally it's time for Noisy Mouse to take his trip. Because basically the Arduino Sentinel struck again. As you saw, this mouse yet again ignored the manufacturer's trap and went straight for the Sentinel. And of course the Sentinel dropped it straight on his head, as expected. Okay, so finally I've come to, I'm going to release it. So obviously you have to make sure it's as far away as possible. And make sure it's got lots of green. You can see he's doing okay. He found what he thought was a little gap in the, so it thinks that that's its way of escape. But it doesn't have to worry, it's going to be released now. And we have all these woods to explore. Alright, so this is my usual release point. So this is just the reverse of where I come in the other way. So might as well put him in the shade, or it in the shade. I don't know if it's a he or she. Okay, so I'm just going to cut it open and then we go to the next scene. And I'd also like to acknowledge my God as being the one who's given me the skill to be able to configure and set up these traps so that they can be used successfully.